Are you someone who works out all the time but feel like your progress is moving at a snail's pace, if at all? We are going to talk about the likely culprit in this video. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I don't want you missing another video. Let's talk about what is causing that slow progress. Okay, so I was one of those gym goers who really loved to push hard. I saw the fitness classes where people were sweating the most, where they burned the most calories, that were the highest intensity. I always went for those. I did not shy away from doing really, really tough boot camp classes, the toughest ones I could get my hands on in the city. One of them that I went to here in Toronto way back in the day was actually designed by a drill sergeant. So needless to say, I wasn't afraid of hard work. However, I truly never felt like I looked like I worked out. And yes, that's only focused on the aesthetic aspect, and that's not the only reason that people train. But for me, I wanted to not only feel fit, but I wanted to actually look fit. And funny enough, I actually didn't feel fit either because I felt like I was always getting injuries. I never felt like my training was really adding up to anything. And on top of that, I didn't look tight. I still couldn't lose excess body fat. I just didn't have that look of someone who was a really avid gym goer, even though I was. So one common reason this could be happening, jumping from workout program to workout program. So if you've ever done a program and finished the 6 weeks or 8 weeks or whatever it may be and thought, I'm not really seeing the best results, I'm going to try something new. And then I'm going to try something new. Or worse yet, you're just going workout by workout and going by, do my muscles burn after this? Do I feel like I sweat enough during this workout? How many calories did I burn? These are all short-term sensations, and that's actually not what you should be looking for to determine if a workout was effective. And moreover, you also shouldn't only be looking at even that one program to see if your training was effective. So here's the thing. The main driver to seeing muscle gains or improvement in your physique, seeing your physique take shape, seeing the benefits that you want of looking like you work out from your training is how high of a level of effort you're putting out. So if you're jumping from program to program, maybe one program was better than the other, maybe one wasn't that great, but more than likely, the program was fine. It's about how you're executing that program. So you could actually have a mediocre program. There's really nothing fancy, and it might not actually be mediocre, just might be very simple, let's say. And you might think like, well, this doesn't even have any of these booty kickback lunge, Stairmaster combo things I've seen. It's not going to be good. Guess what? The things that don't look that good and that are very plain are actually the ones that are going to get your results. Because you might see that on paper and think, okay, like it's boring, it's not that great. But if you were to execute that program at a high intensity, you had perfect form, you're pushing close enough to failure, you were giving a really high level of effort, high energy output, you would see way better results than if you were to do an amazing plan on paper and half-ass it. Or if you were to buy every fitness influencer's or let's say professional bodybuilders program and do them back to back in a half-ass way. So here's what I see happening. Typical scenario. You see some influencer, they're super fit. You see a bodybuilding professional, they're super fit. They have a program. Oh my God, amazing. Low priced offer. That's amazing. There's nothing wrong with doing that. There are tons of amazing workout programs, guys, on YouTube right here. There are amazing ones online and so on and so forth. And then people will do them and think, oh, this one didn't work. That's weird. Like, this person got amazing success. They look great. Why isn't it working for me? And then they'll jump to the next one and jump to the next one. But here's the thing. It's not that the program was not good. It's that, number one, maybe you weren't being patient with the program, because programs do not work to transform your body from not having any muscle to looking like you're competing in 12 weeks. Like, it just doesn't work that way. But also, were you executing that program with the right intensity? Was your form proper? Were you using enough weight? I cannot stress this enough. People will do a program and just finish at 12 reps. And if I have 20 pounds at home, I'll do 12 reps. It says to do 12 reps. I don't know. It's okay because it's a learned skill. I'm not judging if you don't know how to select your weight. But if you're stopping at however many reps it says on the program, but you maxed out your weight, for example, at home, you're not training at a high enough effort. What actually happens? Let's break it down. What happens when you're training and how does that convert to you looking hot, looking like you work out? Okay. So let's say you want to look toned, look sculpted. I'm using quotations because this means muscle building. Toned equals muscle building, period. Okay. So if that's the result that you want from your training, what's going to be important is having enough mechanical tension. This comes back to the effort. How do you know you're having enough effort? How do you know you're lifting heavy enough? I have another video on this. I will link that, and it's going to give you some detailed examples of how to actually select your weight. But today, right now, let's talk about what actually happens. So when you are near failure, when you're about to hit that place where you just can't lift anymore, you are recruiting the most motor units to that muscle. So if I'm doing a hip thrust, my glutes are working. When I'm at those last few reps, no matter what weight I'm using before failure, if it's lightweight, I'll do more reps. If it's heavyweight, I'll do fewer reps. I'm recruiting the most motor units. And this is really where muscle is built, guys. It's not built from the best program. It's not even, the volume is not even the main factor. It is the mechanical tension, the effort. That is what's important. This is a reason people get stalled out. And quite honestly, it's the one reason. It is the main reason. The effort is not high enough. It's not the program. I can almost guarantee that, because guess what? Even if the program isn't really that optimal, even if the exercises in it are not the most optimal thing you could be doing to like build your glutes, build your shoulders, whatever, if you are taking it to a high enough effort, it's going to do a hell of a lot more than to do the most optimal exercises in a half-ass way, truly. So if you're confused about how to do this, what this means, what do you look for, how do you apply enough effort, I got you. I have a webinar which focuses on just that. It's called How to Look Like a Fitness Athlete Without Competing on Stage. If you're training hard and it's not seeing the results you should be for training so hard, you're not going to want to miss it. So I'm going to leave that in the description. Make sure to register. I know it's going to help you big time. And of course, if you found this video helpful, hit subscribe. I'm going to send more your way. We're going to take your training and your physique to that next level. I enjoyed making this video with you. I love talking about this stuff, and I can't wait to see you in the next one.